Guys, this is our biggest project ever, and I literally mean our biggest project ever, because this is a 1988 Freightliner semi-truck with a custom-built 6,000-pound plow on the front of it, and we built it for one reason only: to destroy everything in its path. And that brings us to here, a World War II airstrip with a half-mile of cars, campers, boats, bouncy houses, barrels, and everything else we could think of to answer the question, what will stop that thing? And there's really only one way to find out. This is your last chance to get entered to win this mini V8 Raptor, and this thing is awesome. It's got a supercharged 5-liter Coyote, 700 horsepower, 37-inch tires, touchscreen radio, leather seats. It is the perfect daily driver while also being able to burn rubber just like it did. If you want to get entered to win this truck, all you gotta do is go to westonlikescake.com. Every $5 you spend is 10 entries for the rest of the giveaway. So go buy a hat, go buy a hoodie, accessories, whatever you want, and get entered to win this awesome truck. Plus, there's more, $10,000 in cash. Depending on when you watch this, the giveaway might end in 2 days or 2 hours. So I would hurry up and go to the website before you can anymore. If you want to win this truck, go to westonlikescake.com. Let's get into today's video. When I was a kid, I watched Mythbusters, and one of my favorite episodes of Mythbusters I ever watched is they put this massive plow on the front of a semi-truck and they plowed through cars, buildings, sheds. Didn't they hit an airplane? In case you guys are wondering what we're doing today, we're taking this Freightliner that I bought for $4,000 sight unseen, and we're going to put the biggest plow we can on the front of it and see what happens if we line it up with 2 lanes of traffic of cars, if I can just drive down the center of it. This is like a 1980s model Freightliner. I gave $4 grand for it. It runs and drives. All I do know about it is I drove it out of a muddy field and put it on this trailer last night, and it made it onto the trailer. Dude, like a peach! Oh, baby, this ain't gonna make a great plow. Guys, by the way, this truck was before they invented ABS, or apparently ways to keep the windows from rattling. 45, 55, for an old 1980s truck, this thing gets down. So the question is now though, right? I still gotta figure out how to put a plow on the front of this truck. And I'm not talking just a little plow. Like imagine Mad Max got a hold of a semi. That's what we're going for here. So basically, first things first, before we can start figuring out, we gotta build the cone, obviously, but we also gotta figure out how the cone's gonna fit onto the truck. Problem with that, right, is it has to fit in this section, and this section has a hood in the way, a radiator in the way. So basically, first things first, we gotta get the hood, the radiator, everything out of the way. That way we can figure out how exactly we're gonna mount our cone to the frame of the semi. So, we gotta get the hood off. As you can see, on this trailer is a bunch of steel plates, and this might not look like anything right now, but all of this is a jigsaw puzzle that's going to become a massive plow. But the only thing is now I've given you the jigsaw puzzle, build it.
I don't think Logan's very good at puzzles.
No, he wasn't. It took him 15 minutes to figure out how to key work the other day. Here at Horsepower Labs, the way we build things is advancing. It's getting better every day. All of this was drawn up in CAD to all fit together and become a massive plow. And now, all you should be able to do is just take it and put it all together. Do you know how this jigsaw fits together?
I'm so scared.
What are you scared of?
I am so
scared right now.
That's not good. What are you scared of?
I actually have to put it together now.
Well, yeah, that was the whole point. Just remember, it's got to hold up to the entire weight of a car at 40 miles an hour and not kill me.
They did a really good job on this.
No, actually they did. So guys, by the way, we got to give a really big shout out to Fab Parts USA. It's a fabrication shop that the guys that have Doolittle Trailer Manufacturing started, but we sent them a CAD file and said, hey, is there any way you can take and cut out a massive steel plow? That way we can put it together like a jigsaw puzzle. And they're like, yeah, no problem. So we emailed them the file and boom, that's what we got. But I'm gonna leave this in you and Logan's capable hands to turn this jigsaw puzzle into something that looks like what we drawn on the computer.
Just got all the steel to make the big plow. Got this super OSHA approved lifting apparatus. I have no blueprints for this thing, so we're just gonna kind of wing it.
All right, so we got the nose cone all welded up and everything. We're gonna push it like 5 or 6 feet forward. Start working on the back half. It's significantly bigger.
The guys have started to tack together our massive plow that's gonna go on the front of the semi, which looks like it's going to be very, very big, considering this is just the tip, and I think that's the mid plate. That's not even the biggest section of it yet. This is gonna look sick.
Dude, this is gonna be gangster.
This is gonna look sweet.
Like, this is the biggest thing I've ever modeled. I'm so excited seeing it go together.
Like, he made it a computer, and now it's went from a computer program and something on a screen to something that's physical. We made really good progress on the plow that's gonna go on the front of the semi, but forklift's out of propane. We definitely need the forklift to finish working on this, so we're gonna get propane tomorrow, and we're gonna get back to work. Wait, tomorrow's Saturday.
I'm down.
Okay, we're gonna get propane tomorrow, and we're gonna get back to work on it. Actually, can you believe this? Here, hold on, I'm gonna take camera.
Oh yeah, Aaron's got a girlfriend.
Oh, shut. What's his name?
What's it? Jaquan.
Jaquan?
You know, he's a cool guy. Soft on the inside, hard on the outside.
I bet you he is. I bet. So guys, here's where we're at right now. We have the entire front section of the cone tacked together, but now it's time to make the big section of the cone. So long story short, we set this plate in the right direction right here, and then we just start putting plates all the way around it. And then after that, we gotta weld it all together and then figure out how to mount it to the semi. Guys, I'm currently being closed into the steel box at the moment. Imagine though if this was just a car. And you were just driving it like this. You just ran. Dude, that's the second iteration of this. We turned it into a car. Stop laughing. God damn it. Luke, I am your father, and I'm not paying child support. We're gonna need to take a massive hammer and hit it, because that's always the way to fix everything.
You think a hammer could fix my love life?
Dude, look at that. That's crazy.
God, they did a good job.
Dude, I know. Fab Parts USA, guys, they deserve the biggest shout out in the world, because every single one of these pieces, if they were off by a little bit, would have been so hard to fit up, and we've been angle grinding and cutting and all that. But look at this. All of these pieces fit exactly how we designed it in CAD.
Fab Parts USA. They'll fab your parts.
Oh, dude! It looks so freaking sick! So, guys, now we have the complete shape of the cone completely made out. All we have to do now is do the long part of welding all this together, because now we have weld, 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 weld.
So what you doing, Logan?
I didn't want to wait to stand this up dangerously just yet, so I gave myself 2 pegs, and I'm deciding to weld this laying down. I thought it'd be a lot worse and a lot sketchier, but it ain't that bad. But we're getting it done. We just basically have from right there by my knee to about right here on this spine, and then finish up about 4 feet on that side. We're ready to stand this bad boy up.
Yeah, what he said.
So So guys, we've got this thing fully welded together now. Now the thing is, now that the outside's welded, we have to weld all the inside of it. So if you've noticed, there's not really a way to get into the inside, but we've got a good solution for that. Just get out of the way, it's 1/4 inch, it'll be all right. Got it! Damn, I'm good. Dude, this thing looks so freaking cool. So guys, at this exact moment, you're gonna see an Instagram photo on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, and you're gonna think it's a rocket. And it kinda is, but it's a sideways rocket with a semi bolted onto the back, and it's gonna rocket right through cars.
Oh my God.
Everybody watch out! You need to see where the is at!
We can't see you.
So, guys, here's where we're at. We've currently stood up our massive rocket, and it's back inside the shop because we have to weld the entire inside of this. We need to put some more structure here. There's a lot of things that need to be done. That is for us to do tomorrow, though. And who's buying McDonald's? It's like, oh, shit! Yeah! Damn, I'm good. As you guys can see, we needed a good way to tie all of this together. That way we make sure it doesn't fall off the front of the truck. And this is our brilliant idea. 2x4 rec tube shoved all the way to the tip of the cone, through the back plate, through the center plate, and through the front plate, then welded all the way around. Then we'll put supports in the middle, and then these pipes will go all the way up over the top of the truck and then back down to the fifth wheel plate and tie it all together.
Ooh.
Hit it with a bigger purse. Got it! Keep coming. Oh yeah, this is nice. Got it! You ever tried to ram an 8,000-pound forklift fork into the end of a piece of metal so you could push it into a semi-truck plow so you can put it on the front of a semi-truck and ram through cars? It's a difficult process. Sketchiest thing I've done in a minute. That was a little sketchy. Well, here's the good news. If we don't have to worry about the semi rolling over, because if it's that hard to flip it over the right way up, it's gonna be really hard to get it upside down. Oh my God, that's gonna be f***ing wild. Dude, it's perfect. Good job on the design work.
That looks pretty crazy in camera.
Dude, does that not look crazy as or what? This is hands down gonna be one of the coolest things we've ever built. Wade, I'm gonna leave this up to you to explain what's going on right now.
There's a big heavy piece of metal. There's another big heavy piece of metal. We need to make them be one big heavy piece of metal.
Exactly. And also we gotta figure out how heavy this piece of metal is so we can see if this piece of metal will hold the heavy piece of metal that we've built.
We want the plow to be like 6 inches off the ground, but we don't know how much the truck's gonna squat when the plow's on it, so we're gonna try to feel it out a little bit.
You know what they call this? Redneck science. We're just gonna guess. We're gonna put a piece of plate right about there, and then once it's there, we're gonna pull this thing back up here, take the forklift, and just sit it on the front of the truck and see how it goes. Basically where we're at right now is the plow is officially off the ground and the truck is holding the back section of the plow just fine. Like honestly, we set it down, the truck squatted maybe this much. But the front of the plow being held up by some cement blocks, and we want to see exactly how far down the truck's gonna go when it's holding the full weight of the plow. So we're gonna grab some chains, some binders, and then we're gonna chain and binder it up until the point where these concrete blocks are not touching anymore. Oh, dude, she's off the ground! Yep, there she goes. In case you were wondering, that's the ride height of our semi-truck plow. That's not bad. Like, the truck does not care. Like, the truck's still not on bump stops. So basically, this thing has a whole lot of structure when it comes to ramming things and stuff like that, but this back plate doesn't have any structure this way. So now we got to put frame rails down the center of this and then hook them frame rails into the front of the semi. Basically, you see what these have? We're gonna just do this to connect to the frame of the truck.
It's the next day. It's gone from 55 to 35, so we're just gonna thug it out, I guess. We're going ahead and putting our additional frame rails on here. So the idea is we're putting this piece of angle on the stock frame rail here, welding it all the way down, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the rectangle tube that's on that and not only attach it here like this, but he's working on the bracket that we're gonna weld on top up here. The main receiver for it is gonna be bolted in right there too. So we've almost got this all done, but yeah, now that we got all that, we just gotta weld that on, and then it's time to put the plow on the front of this thing.
Guys, it's been a couple days since I've checked on the snow cone of death for the front of the semi, but Chris has been getting after putting all these bars and stuff in here, and look at all this. Look at this structure, dude. If this thing comes apart, it's gonna be because I hit the bottom of the Empire State Building. Basically, in case you guys are wondering, the cone is coming along really well. And as time goes on, there's more and more being designed into it. That way it actually works the way we want it to. So originally our goal was to launch cars 20, 30 feet into the air with this thing. I feel like we've made a mistake because I feel like now we're gonna launch cars at least 40 or 50 feet. Over-engineered, but it probably won't break, which is fantastic for us.
The cone is done. Like, it is ready to go on the front of the big truck. So what we got to do now is flip it over, but that's going to interlock with the chassis of the truck, and hopefully everything's triangulated enough where this thing can take a hit and keep on going. Because the one in Mythbusters, they got hit once and it kind of caved in. This one has a ton, literally a ton of bracing in it. It's just a beefy unit. Like, that's all there is to it. There's 6,500 pounds of freedom right there, and it's going to destroy.
Are you ready to rumble? So guys, basically what we're doing now is fire up the semi and get the semi up to the cone and make it all work. And also, I don't know if you guys have seen all this, so we put this angle iron right here, so the bars that are coming off the back of the cone will sit right on top of this, and then we can weld it to this, and this is welded to the frame rail probably 2, 3, 4 feet back here. And then we've also got this up here as well, so we can tie it in at the top. Then we got these massive pylons there, which are going to tie in to the top of the cab. And basically, it's going to be attached in 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different places. Long story short though, it's all built. It's ready to go. The next thing is we have to get it onto the front of the semi.
If you heard that and seen that cone coming at you, would you be terrified or what?
Absolutely. I don't want to jinx it, but this is going way smoother than I expected.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Besides forgetting, Logan's pointing to go right, and Chris is pointing to go left, and I'm just sitting here like, what do I do?
Whoa, yeah!
Wait, that actually fit way better than I thought it would.
The Freightliner is real close to just meeting her final form, you know what I mean?
Hey Weston, nice shirt.
Thank you, sir. Do you know where you can get it?
Where's that?
WestonLikesCake.com, where you can also get entered to win. Every $5 you spend equals 1 entry to win that mini V8 Raptor over there.
So right now, we're just trying to get these 2 little bars to slide in, which I think it's close.
Oh, that fit nice. So this is gonna get welded and then this is gonna get tied back in down here?
Yes, sir.
That's good. I was kind of worried about it falling off.
Just remember, you got to stop a little sooner than you're used to.
Well, the problem is I have no idea where the tip is.
We're gonna have to put one of those flags.
The only thing I can see is I would need a flag up here to know where to stop. Imagine I pull up to stoplights and just spear people's car.
That is literally a perfect fit, man.
Dude, I am like, I don't normally toot my own horn, but...
Did you expect it to go this smooth?
No.
Really?
No. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing half the time, and this has just been dumb luck so far, so...
That's called redneck science,
It
man.
really is. Oh, I'm not wearing a redneck science shirt.
How much more welding you got?
All of it. Me and Logan are about to get busy for the next 4 days. Yeah, this is like the first half of it. There's still structures that's going under it, holes in the cabs, I-beams, and sheet deck.
Got the semi pulled in the shop. It takes up about 75% of the shop as long as it is, but Chris and I are going to start building a cage basically around the cab, but first we need to get this muffler off of here. We're starting to build a halo around the cab, so it's just gonna go up and over, and then from there we'll attach the front bars and the back bars and all that.
I hate to tell them, but I was really just gonna chain that cone on the front of the semi and just call it a day. These guys must really like their job because they don't want me to die in a horrible semi-cone accident. That way they still get to keep doing this. Don't you guys think you're getting a little carried away with the X's? That was sweet. It does look cool as though, don't it? We've got the main rod that runs all the way down the center of the cone, back to the frame rails. We've got this bar, we've got this bar, we've got that bar going to this bar, we've got that bar that goes up over the top of the cab that goes to the headache rack, which then goes to the frame again. So what I'm saying is, the guys have absolutely got down on attaching this cone to the front of the semi, and if it comes off, it would literally take an act of God. Okay, I'll be honest, we've armored like 90% of it, but that part we still need to armor. Guys, it is officially done. We have built a 40,000 pound battering ram. Look at it. Are wondering, there's over 120 miles of welding wire in this thing. There's probably 5,500 pounds just in the cone on the front. And basically what we've done is built the coolest semi truck I've ever seen. Now all we gotta do is find things to hit. And then it'll be time for the big stunt, the big grand finale. But first things first, let's fire this thing up and go test it. There we go. Okay, we did not think that through. Oh, dude, it looks freaking ridiculous from the driver's seat. Oh, dude, this thing is massive. Oh, God. I don't know if it's going to get out the gate. Come on, Freeliner. This thing's got a caterpillar in it, so it should be fine. The semi seems like it handles this perfectly. Yeah. Like it seems like the semi don't actually care. It's actually not scraping as much as I thought it would. Okay, it scrapes a little bit. Well, here's the good news. We built a battering ram on the front of a semi, and it actually works. I feel like we need to find some things to ram into to really test it out, though. That's where we're at now. Here's where we're at. The Ford Ranger is sitting down there, and reality is really starting to set in now that this is a real thing that's actually happening, because the semi-cone is here, it works, and there's something to hit with it. And let me tell you guys, I think this might be like 1% of what we're gonna do with this at the end of the video. Well,
Any last words?
I'm gonna do like Teddy Roosevelt would have said if he was here. Send it.
Bye, Weston.
Don't say bye.
It was nice
Don't
knowing
say
you.
bye like I'm gonna, like something's gonna happen to me. I'll be fine.
I don't know. Logan welded this.
Oh, actually, would you like to drive this thing?
Guys, this is how you know it's getting serious. See this? I hardly ever wear one of these things. Oh.
This is it, man.
This seemed like a really funny idea, but now it's not an idea. Okay, you ready?
I think so.
I didn't even feel it! Oh my God, I was so worried! Oh no! What happened to it? Oh sh! That was crazy! I really thought like when it hit, it was just gonna like be like a hitting a brick wall. And all that happened is I was just ducking down in the middle and then I just seen Ranger fly past the windshield. Is the cone okay?
Not even a scratch.
Oh, it's fine!
Not even a scratch.
Well, guys, as you can tell, we've just figured out a way to turn one-piece Ford Rangers into two-piece Ford Rangers in about 15 seconds. No.
Oh man, you all right, little GoPro? Don't worry, we're only gonna do that 3 more times today. Somebody get me a new car. That'll do. Yeah, that's me. I'll give you 5 stars. That went really, really well. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be way more sketchy. That wasn't bad at all. So we're gonna try this one more time. That was still sick though. Dude, I have no idea what even happened. All I saw was the back of the dash. Oh no! Oh shit. It stuffed through one of the spokes of the wheel. How'd we do? Oh,
Did good on the Ranger.
I think we did well. Oh no, the Ranger's upside down.
Well, I just gotta say, guys, good job on building the cone. I actually feel safe with it. Now it's time to start getting all the stuff ready for the big thing that we want to do with this thing.
Well, guys, here's what we're doing. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but this is my double-decker semi. And the only reason I have this thing is just because we travel around on, we always got to bring a lot of cars with us. And I got a really good deal on this truck, but this is the first time this truck's actually going to come in handy because we've got to take and move over 10 cars down to the runway that we rented to shoot this entire like thing that we're going to do. And to do that, this here can haul like 7 or 8 cars easily at a time. 10 if we really want to stack them. So we're going to go to Wichita, pick up a bunch of cars, haul them down there, drop them off, set them up, and then I think we're gonna have to go back and get a couple more. We're gonna see. But first things first, let's see if we make it to Wichita because this is the first time I've ever driven it out of town. Editor, make sure you edit out every time I grind the gears. I don't want people to think I don't know how to drive a truck. Guys, we're officially here. So where we're at currently is Chrisman Auto Salvage here in Wichita, Kansas, and they've agreed to give us 10 to 14 cars for us to crush for scientific purposes, obviously, for redneck science. So let's go load the cars up and get them out to the runway. There's your first one. Oh, dude, this one. How many of these bad girls run?
We don't know yet. We'll find out right now.
Take a river. Oh, dude, this is nice. AC works.
112,000 miles.
Why is it in the junkyard?
That's what I'm wondering.
Woo! You know what this is? This is great practice for when we have cars we care about. Because right now we give no hells. If it falls off the front,
No, we made a mistake.
Oh, dude, plenty of room.
Love. Okay.
All right, guys, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 cars going to the runway. So let's, we've got all this stuff strapped down. I guess let's get headed for home and see how good we make it.
I think you kind of scratched the back end of your Mazda.
It's all right. It's aerodynamic that way. Dude, this car right here, you want to drive this back girl off? God damn, we're good. To haul your car, make sure you go to westoicecake.com. That car, we'll edit this out. Ooh, that's a race car there. Hey, did you drop the ramps? You got them? Okay, you're good. Go ahead. I thought you dropped the ramps. God dang. Imagine that in the burnout comp in reverse. There you go. Whoa! Passenger. Hey! I think you're stuck.
Driving down, I was trying to get some milk and you just hit me. I need your insurance, I need your license.
What? Something seems wrong with your race car.
Got a limit.
Guys, we've got 9 cars out here when we need to completely fill this runway with things to hit with Buttercup. And we've probably got 200 feet of the runway filled in with cars. What are we gonna do with the rest of the 3,000 feet?
Well, that's where things get creative.
Today's the day! Today is the freaking day. Guys, we have rented a runway and we've got 20 cars out there, some boats, some campers, barrels, just a bunch of awesome stuff to hit with that bad boy. Problem is with that though, is the track is 35 to 40 minutes away. And I was okay with driving this thing down the street, but driving it 45 minutes down the highway is probably not ideal. So we're having a discussion here, and it's a very important discussion.
Listen.
Do we put the Death Destroyer 5000, also named Buttercup, on the trailer that'll probably break in half because it weighs almost triple of what it's rated for? Or do we stick these in the leaf springs, that way it gets up high enough that we might be able to drive it that far, but if they fall out, it's probably gonna dig into the highway.
Well, I think in the interest of public safety, I think you're probably better off driving it. People might look at it on the trailer and get distracted and crash.
The problem is, the reason why we couldn't drive it is the cone is too close to the ground and drags the ground. Well, I want to introduce you to our semi-cone lift kit. Basically, what's going to happen is he's going to take the forklift, lift it up, and we're going to slide these into the leaf springs, and it should lift this bad girl up at least 6 to 7 inches, and we should be able to drive it without any issue. All right, lift me up. All right, let it down real slow. Oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect.
Out of 10, how illegal do you think this is?
Without a doubt, at least 11. If I get pulled over on the way, I'm just gonna tell them the truth. It's a farming machine.
Snow plow.
Yeah, it gets car parts out of cars rapidly fast. On a real note, what do you think the likelihood is we get pulled over and arrested?
Extremely high.
Yeah.
Well, if they see us.
Yeah, well, how would they ever see us? Lake Road. The faster we get there, the less problem we'll have. Yeah, I'm serious. Oh my God, there's a police officer! Holy Hi! He did turn around! He did turn around! Wait, did he not?
Oh my God, he's not coming around, Weston.
Yes! Dude, this is hands down maybe the best idea we've ever had. Holy there's another policeman. I've never seen this many cops anywhere. I forgot that we made this thing way wider than a highway is. Like if I drive down the center of the lane, there's 2 feet in the other lane. Well guys, here's the good news, right? Technically, we're not really doing anything that illegal. We have a big plow built on the front of our semi, but the only thing that we're not doing right is this thing doesn't have turn signals on the front. Besides that, I'm pretty sure we're basically legal. I get over a little bit. Don't worry, sorry, sir. He's like, what the f is that thing? We made it! Somehow. You want to do a little test? You ain't been in here for one. Ready? Oh my God, I love this truck! Sorry, I had to do a little test on the way in just to make sure it was working. It was working, by the way. Dude, I can't believe it's actually, like, we've planned for this for months. Like, it's taken us months to build this cone, get the semi, do all this stuff, set up all these cars, and this is finally the day we are going to do it. This is an old World War II airstrip. And along this airstrip, we have 17 cars, 3 campers, 2 boats, a bunch of barrels, and a bunch of other random stuff to hit. And the whole point of today is to take and see if the semi plow works. Thing is though, right? This is hands down one of the most dangerous things we've ever done on video. Actually, this is hands down probably the most dangerous thing I've ever done. You want to see a little behind the scenes right now? This is me. This is Kyle down here. The thing is, you might not realize, but for this entire thing, we've been out here for multiple days, setting up all the cars, the bouncy house, all that stuff. And these are all the big cameras that we're bringing out here to do this and to film this. So there's gonna be 7 big cameras. We've got all the GoPros here. We've got actions. We've got a drone that's gonna be flying around with a high-speed camera on it. We've got another drone. Long story short, this is going to be like a full-scale production. And we even got snacks and we got a cooler with drinks in it. Basically a movie crew right now. That looks good.
Yeah, if you're blind and looking out of the direction.
Listen, this isn't my worst job I've ever.
If that's not the worst job you've ever done, I'd hate to see the worst.
The worst was at your mom's house.
You in for a treat, always gassed up, something like a GT. Boss all capitals, but I don't mean DC. Drip so crazy, if I walk, I'm a leak. Everybody lose about that time. If the club closed, we gon' take it outside. Still booming, we gon' do it right now.
So, we have got a half a mile of junk here to hit.
I'm pretty nervous, honestly. I'm not even driving. I'm
Why
nervous
are you
for
nervous? You're not the one driving.
Well, I'm a nervous kind of guy.
Hey, if he dies, can I have the demon?
No.
Oh.
That's mine,
The
dude.
bank can have that one.
You can have the jacked up Lincoln Town Car in the field.
Oh, I feel like that's more of a hindrance. So, excuse me, I just noticed something. I think that's my boat. Why is my boat?
Shut up, dude. God
Why
dang.
is my boat on there?
Hey, you left your boat in my field for 6 months.
Yeah, I was gonna get it fixed up and like take everyone for rides and that.
Storage bills accumulated, man.
Do you realize you're about to be in about 27 accidents in about 30 seconds?
I just realized
Are you
I will be the
confident?
most accident man in 30 seconds you've ever seen.
Now, I don't know if you look across at these guys and you go, you know what, I really trust these guys with my life.
Yeah.
What's your gut feeling?
It's not good. Oh, we got you. Well, you got me. Bro, you ran over the pool pump 10 minutes ago. What do you mean you got me? All right, well, guys, there's only one thing left to do. Send it.
And as Ken Block would say, just don't die.
I'm pretty sure he said if you're not scared, you're not going fast enough. Oh, he also said don't be a dick. but you do that constantly.
Well, he also said don't die.
Guys, this is freaking serious, and I mean serious. I've wanted to do this for a very long time. I thought this was a really cool video idea ever since I seen Mythbusters do it. But guys, also I'm gonna admit this is pretty dangerous, but I think it's gonna be the coolest thing ever. Guys, one of our goals is to try to reach 5 million subs in 2025, and if you like the videos and you like what we're doing, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'm gonna put this helmet on and go ram into a half a mile of cars. Wish me luck, boys. Let's send it. Whatever was in that RV smelled terrible. That was the tank. Oh no! You guys didn't drain the drainage tank. Oh my! Oh my! Dude! Oh, you ready? Get me out of this junk. Hold on. Sorry, I hooked it out. Oh my god! Dude, look at this. Like the first or second car it hit, like the mirror came in the door, and it landed in my lap, and I grabbed it and threw it in the passenger seat. Look at the cone. The cone's perfect. The cone's fine. Hey, Chris, good job, dude. Good job. We built this better than Mythbusters did, because if you've seen the one Mythbusters did, it was completely mangled 3 seconds in. That was hands down the craziest thing I've ever seen, felt, or done.
I think if people don't subscribe to that, I don't know what the hell else you're gonna do. Guys, that was our 4 million subscriber special. It took a lot to get to 4 million subscribers, and
It took a lot to do the special.
yeah, it took a lot to do the special.
But don't worry, hopefully it was worth it. Guys, hands down, this is one of the craziest things we have ever done. But there is something I wanted to remind you about. We are giving away this 700 horsepower supercharged Mini Raptor, and this is your last chance to get entered to win this truck, because we're gonna give this thing away in the next couple days, maybe even hours, depending on when you watch this video. So guys, make sure you go over to westonlikescake.com. Every time you guys buy merch or hats or hoodies or whatever it is, it helps us fund crazy videos like this or build cool projects like this. Appreciate you guys. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you buying merch. We will see you guys next week, but we're gonna show you some funny bloopers before we go. Crispin Auto Salvage is gonna be pissed about all their cars we borrowed. Oh, hey, how you doing? Never mind, there they are.
So guys, we got a really nice camper here for sale. Nice stove, still intact. And
oh, it's still filming. Let me see it.
That's our camera car, dude.
I'm pretty sure that tire was really bad to begin with. No, it wasn't. No, Kyle was doing burnouts in the last night.
I don't know why he was doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you did.
No, the camera car, stop doing burnout. I love trees.